I am continuing in my reading. What I'm doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am continuing reading in a chronological order, according to event, not according to publication or volume. So I'm skipping around a bit as I move along. So now we continue with the Gospels. And this is... We continue with the Gospels. Christ is in Galilee preaching. These people in Jerusalem want to kill him, so he's staying largely in Galilee. And he's been preaching, healing. He had a little controversy with some of the Pharisees, and he has begun to teach the people in parables. Remember, the Sermon on the Mount was just a straight sermon, teaching the people. Now he is expounding the mysteries of the kingdom in parables, because those who do not have faith, do not have the Spirit, they won't be able to understand, but those who have the Spirit will. And as it said in Mark, after teaching the crowds in parables, he teaches his disciples the meaning of the parables, and he teaches them simply and straightforwardly. Now, we've read a number of parables, and we're going to continue reading some more parables. This time, we are going to be reading again in Matthew chapter 13. This is another part of the video that I recorded, realizing halfway through the recording that I needed to split this up into different videos. So again, our editing might be a little choppy. In this video, we have a Joseph Smith translation. Now, what the Joseph Smith translation is, this is a translation or correction done by Joseph Smith to restore those passages that have been lost or corrupted over the years. So now we read Matthew chapter 13, verses 44 to 52. And again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto treasure hid in a field, the which, when a man hath found, he hideth, and for joy thereof goeth and selleth all that he hath, and buyeth that field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a merchant man seeking goodly pearls, who, when he had found one pearl of great price, went and sold all that he had, and bought it. And again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into the sea, and gathered of every kind, which, when it was full, they drew to shore, and sat down, and gathered the good into vessels, but cast the bad away. So shall it be at the end of the world. The angels shall come forth, and sever the wicked from among the just, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Jesus saith unto them, Have ye understood all these things? They say unto him, Yea, Lord. Then he said unto them, Therefore every scribe which is instructed unto the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is an householder, which bringeth forth out of his treasure things new and old. So we got several parables here, and they all have a similar meaning, but they're all somewhat different. And honestly, I'm not quite sure what all the treasure in the field and the pearl of great price basically have the same meaning. When you find something of great value, you do anything you can to possess it, and that's what the kingdom of heaven is. That's what the gospel is. It is the greatest value you will find in this life. And if you're going to possess it, just like the merchant, he sold everything to get this one pearl. Are we willing to sell everything in our life? Are we willing to give up everything to get the gospel? And the same thing with the treasure. But the fish, the net with the fish, this is a parable of when they cast out the net, they draw in all kinds of fish. When the missionaries go out, they draw in all kinds of people. And many different kinds of people will join the church. But not all of them are good. Not all of them are true followers. And in the last days, they will be separated. Again, there will be a cleansing of the church. Now, that last one, talking about the scribes, bringeth forth out his treasure things new and old. I'm not quite sure what that means, but it seems to mean that those who are well instructed in the scriptures are blending the new gospel, the new and everlasting covenant we have today, with old traditions. I'm not sure if that's right, but that's kind of the idea that I'm getting from it. Let us look at the Joseph Smith translation here in Matthew. 44 has this. In the King James, the which when a man hath found, he hideth, and for joy thereof goeth, and selleth all that he hath, and buyeth that field. The correction here, and when a man hath found a treasure which is hid, he secureth it, and straightway for joy therefore goeth and selleth. So it's not that he's hiding the treasure, it's that he's making sure that he can get it. He's saying, okay, I found the treasure, and now he's securing it so that he can go and buy it later. He can prepare to get it. And that's what we do in this life. We don't just find the treasure and hide it. No, we find the treasure, we secure it through our actions. We make it possible that later on we can have it, we can buy it, which is at the resurrection, in the final judgment, we get the exaltation. In verse 46, we add the word he. So, for found one pearl of great price, went and sold all that he had. He went and sold all that he had. In verse 49, says, so shall it be at the end of the world. The angels shall come forth and sever the wicked from among the just. We have this addition. So shall it be at the end of the world. And the world is the children of the wicked. So that's interesting. Verse 50, we have, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire. We have the correction here. And shall cast them out into the world to be burned. So again, we have this cleansing of the church where the wicked in the church are separated from the righteous and are cast out with the rest of the wicked. In verse 52, there are a number of corrections. Let's just read this. In the Joseph Smith translation says, then said he unto them, every scribe well instructed in the things of the kingdom of heaven is like unto a householder. A man therefore which bringeth forth out of his treasure that which is new and old. That seems to be just a clarifying, make it flow a little better, but nothing significant. So we will end that here. Our next video will be moving into a combined video of multiple Gospels again, and so I will see you there. I believe it's more parables.